Hello everyone, and welcome to Radiant Farming, where we explore the beauty and power of modern agriculture. Today, let's dive into the incredible world of soybeans, a tiny crop that plays a massive role in global life and economy. In 2024, American farmers set a record, harvesting 260 billion pounds of soybeans, up 4.4% from the 249 billion pounds in 2023, thanks to cutting-edge technology and ideal weather conditions. If you stacked all those soybeans, they could cover an entire city. How do they grow, harvest, and process such a massive amount of soybeans? The secret lies in vast fields, state-of-the-art machinery, sustainable farming techniques, and optimized processing. Join us as we uncover the radiant story of American soybeans, from tiny seeds to tables across the globe. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the Radiant Farming channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our inspiring agriculture stories. We're standing in the heart of the American Midwest, known as the soybean capital of the world. In 2024, this region produced 75% of the nation's soybeans, solidifying the United States as the second largest soybean producer globally, just behind Brazil. Soybeans aren't just a key crop, they generate over $55 billion annually from exports and processing, a 10% increase from 2023, driven by strong demand from markets like China, the EU, and Southeast Asia. In the fall, when soybean fields turn a golden yellow, Midwest farmers work tirelessly. They check machinery, analyze soil, and monitor weather forecasts to prepare for the year's biggest harvest. For them, soybeans aren't just a job, they're a way of life, passed down through generations, with a commitment to protecting the land, water, and air for future generations. Every season begins in early spring, when farmers prepare the soil and select the best soybean varieties with guidance from seed dealers. In 2024, new genetically modified soybean varieties with enhanced resistance to pests, drought, and extreme temperatures were widely used, boosting yields by 8% compared to the previous year. Smart planting machines ensure even spacing, optimizing plant growth while reducing seed waste. Today, over 60% of U.S. farmers use no-till farming, which reduces soil erosion, retains moisture, and protects the soil ecosystem. Instead of plowing, soybean seeds are planted directly into the ground, leaving previous crop residue as natural fertilizer. This method has cut greenhouse gas emissions by 15% in soybean production from 2020 to 2024, while increasing yields per acre by 12%. Farmers also practice crop rotation between soybeans and corn, a smart strategy that maintains soil fertility and naturally reduces pests. Throughout the growing season, farmers use advanced technology to monitor their fields. Surveillance drones equipped with high-resolution cameras and infrared sensors detect early signs of pests, water deficiency, or nutrient shortages. Smart soil sensors measure moisture, pH, and nutrient levels, sending real-time data to apps on farmers' phones, enabling precise decisions on irrigation and fertilization. In 2024, AI-powered sprayers improved the application of foliar fertilizers, herbicides, and pesticides, ensuring accurate dosages and minimizing environmental impact. Smart irrigation systems use weather data and moisture sensors to deliver precise water amounts, especially during germination and flowering, helping soybean plants thrive. Farmers also set aside land for natural grasslands and wildlife conservation areas, showcasing their commitment to environmental protection. Thanks to these efforts, the U.S. soybean industry reduced water usage by 18% from 2020 to 2024, while maintaining soil quality for future crops. During care, farmers must control weeds using chemical or mechanical methods. Pests like aphids, leaf rollers, or diseases such as powdery mildew require close monitoring and timely treatment. From weeks 5 to 8, the soybean plant enters its reproductive growth stage. This is when the leaves become lush and green, the stems grow sturdy, and tiny flower buds start forming at the leaf nodes. Soybean flowers are small, with delicate white or pale purple petals, typically blooming in the early morning and closing up after a day. Though modest in appearance, each flower holds the promise of plump soybean pods to come. When farmers see those small, uniform rows of flowers blooming along the stems, they can breathe a sigh of relief. It's a sign that the crop is progressing well. One remarkable feature of soybeans is their ability to fix nitrogen from the air through a symbiotic relationship with rhizobium bacteria, allowing the plant to produce its own natural nitrogen supply, a trait few other crops possess. This makes soybeans not only nutritious, but also beneficial for soil health, reducing the need for chemical fertilizers. After about 3 to 4 months, when the plants start turning yellow and the pod shells dry out, farmers know the harvest time has arrived. When harvest season arrives, state-of-the-art combine harvesters roll across the fields. In 2024, next-generation harvesters integrated with artificial intelligence and IoT sensors optimized cutting speeds and reduced grain loss to under 0.8%. These machines move at 6 to 9 miles per hour, using sharp blades to cut close to the base of soybean plants without dropping seeds. Once cut, soybean plants are fed into a threshing drum and air fan system, separating the beans from stems, branches, and leaves. The beans pass through an automated cleaning system, removing impurities before being stored in onboard tanks with a capacity of up to 22,000 pounds. Stems and leaves are returned to the field, enriching the soil for the next season. When the tank is full, the harvester automatically transfers beans to a truck running alongside via a smart auger, ensuring uninterrupted harvesting. A modern harvester can process 70,000 to 1.2 million pounds of soybeans per hour, shrinking harvest time from weeks to just 2 to 4 days for thousands of acres. Thanks to this technology, American farmers harvest millions of acres of soybeans annually with high-quality, optimized costs and minimal losses. After harvesting, soybeans are transported by heavy-duty trucks to massive storage silos, holding up to 250 million pounds in 2024. Here, beans are dried at 50 to 60 degrees and kept below 12.5% moisture to prevent mold. Smart sensors continuously monitor temperature and humidity, ensuring optimal soybean quality. About 45% of U.S. soybean production is shipped via waterways through major ports like New Orleans, Houston, and Seattle. In 2024, U.S. soybean exports reached $30 billion, up 7% from 2023, driven by demand from China, the EU, and Southeast Asia. The U.S.'s modern highways, transcontinental railroads, and river networks ensure soybeans reach global customers quickly, reliably, and efficiently. After harvest, soybeans are processed into valuable products like soy milk, tofu, soybean oil, and animal feed. Soybean meal, the byproduct of oil extraction, accounts for 70% of production and is used as protein-rich feed for livestock, poultry, and aquaculture. In 2024, soybean meal supported 80% of U.S. animal feed, promoting sustainable livestock farming. Soybean oil, rich in omega-3s and unsaturated fats, holds a 30% share of the U.S. cooking oil market, meeting the demand for healthy eating. American soybeans are more than a crop. They're an economic powerhouse, creating millions of jobs and generating billions in revenue annually. With modern transportation, advanced processing, and a commitment to sustainability, U.S. farmers proudly deliver high-quality, reliable soybeans to global customers. In 2024, the U.S. soybean industry leads with innovations like smart agriculture, using AI and big data to optimize production, and conservation programs to protect the environment. Soybeans represent innovation, quality, and responsibility for the future. Thank you for joining Radiant Farming on this journey to explore soybeans. Leave a comment with your thoughts, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our inspiring agriculture videos. See you in the next episode.
Welcome to the story of how the sweetest and most delicious pineapples in the world are grown on a special farm in Costa Rica. In 2022, farmers here harvested approximately 2.91 billion kilograms of pineapples by hand across about 45,000 hectares of land. task that requires meticulous attention and dedication. Imagine the scene: patient farmers walking through rows of lush green pineapples, carefully picking each fruit one by one. Each pineapple is then gently placed on a conveyor belt, awaiting the next stage. Specialized machines peel away the tough, spiky skin and the hard core, leaving behind the juicy, sweet flesh. And then the pineapples are sliced into thin rings, but where does this magic begin? How does this farm produce the most delicious and sweetest pineapples the world has ever known? The secret lies in how they nurture every stage of the growing process. At this farm, they grow a special variety of pineapple known as the honey pineapple, famous for its sweet and juicy taste. These pineapples are carefully selected for their high sugar content, which adds to their rich, delectable flavor. Each fruit is the result of careful care, from the soil it's planted into the way the plants are nourished. The process starts with soil preparation. Powerful agricultural machinery moves across the fields, tilling the soil, making it softer and more aerated so the plants can absorb nutrients more easily. Raised beds are created to ensure the pineapples don't get waterlogged, as they dislike excessive moisture. These beds allow rainwater to drain away, keeping the roots healthy and strong. Next, fertilizer is spread evenly across the beds, enriching the soil with the essential nutrients for pineapple growth. Workers cover the fields with plastic sheets to retain moisture and keep pests and rodents at bay. Then the best seedlings from the previous year's harvest are carefully selected and transported to the raised beds. Each pineapple is planted by hand, spaced 26 centimeters apart, with 2 rows per bed. This meticulous work requires patience and precision as they plant up to 9,000 seedlings each day. After 8 months of care, the plants are ready for the next phase. Farmers, using special tractors, spray ethylene gas, a natural substance that triggers flowering. This is a crucial moment, as the plants begin to bloom small flowers at the center of their rosette-shaped leaves, gradually developing into golden pineapples. This process takes 18 months, from planting to when the pineapples are ripe and ready to be harvested. Farmers don't just rely on intuition. They also conduct tests for sweetness and pulp quality to ensure that every pineapple reaches its peak perfection. When the skin turns golden and the fruit's flavor becomes irresistibly sweet, it's time for harvesting. Harvesting pineapples is an art. Workers must not only pick the fruit, but also trim it in a way that doesn't damage it. Each pineapple is carefully handled and placed on the conveyor belt, ready to be transported to the processing plant. Here, the pineapples are washed to remove any dirt or debris. Every year, this plant processes up to 140,000 tons of pineapples, an astonishing number. Pineapples that meet quality standards are selected for export after going through a wax dipping process. This protective wax layer helps retain the fruit's moisture during its long journey from Costa Rica to countries around the world. Pineapples without crowns are sent to the canning factory, where they are transformed into the sweet, juicy slices you often find on supermarket shelves. Pineapple ensilage. Fruit Point, Costa Rica is the first pineapple company in the world that has managed to give full use to the pineapple plant stubble by transforming it into an excellent feed for livestock. With this new and innovative methodology, they has been possible to solve the problem of pests, and especially the fly Stomoxys calcitrans, which have always been a stressful issue for neighboring ranchers. They use the pineapple plant as raw material to produce bales, which through a hydraulic compaction process, obtains a bale of 240 kilograms to 250 kilograms net weight and a dry matter of 25% to 30%, which has been inoculated with the best quality enzymes to guarantee an adequate fermentation process. They subject this process to constant laboratory analysis, providing the necessary confidence so that the final product is of the expected quality. Pineapple stubble silage is sold in their facilities as another solution for farms that have ruminant animals, with an added value that is not provided by any other pineapple company in Costa Rica. This entire process from planting to harvesting and processing is a result of careful attention and modern techniques. Each pineapple is a testament to the perfect harmony between nature and humans, technology, and the dedication of Costa Rican farmers. Thank you for watching.